welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I'm just a girl who likes reading romance, fantasy romance, paranormal romance, any kind of genre of romance in general. And I also happen to have cerebral palsy, and it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe to my channel. Also, hope watching my videos can make your day just a little bit brighter. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the recent releases in romance and whether I think they're worth your time. I have 6 new releases to talk about. Across the Vanishing Sky. I 1,000% recommend this book. This book was so good. Who moves to Starlight Grove because her best friend, they went there for a vacation on a hike, like a little staycation. But as they were going on this hike, her best friend Nova had gone missing. She decides to move there to Starlight Grove when the sheriff in town deemed Nova's case as a cold case. She refuses to give up on her best friend, but she realizes she needs help. Her next door neighbor. She moves back to town to be with his family. His uncle and his brother's father is a serial killer. The town doesn't like the Archer brothers for that reason. The brothers help find missing people, but they make a rule never to help someone that are in the same town because they don't want to end up in the news again. There's something about Bray that Dex cannot stop thinking about, and when he hears about Bray's best friend Nova and the story that she's gone missing and how the sheriff department really fumbled her case, Dex decides to help. I highly recommend this book. I recommend getting the audiobook using your Audible credit because this audiobook is Catherine's first audiobook told in duet narration. His brothers were voiced by different male narrators. In Her Own League by Liezl Tom Forty and Emmett Montgomery, aka Monty's Story, and Reese. Of course, it's a yes for me. Emmett is the field manager slash coach for the baseball team. Reese is the new owner for the baseball team. Different ideals about the baseball team. Once they get past that, the relationship dynamic was just amazing. Reese, she's in a male-dominated career in sports, but she loves baseball and she knows baseball, and she's not gonna let anybody intimidate her out of doing her job. And when she does feel the pressure of outside voices, all she has to do is turn to Monty, and he's there to remind her that she is the best person for the job, that she can do this. And Reese shows Monty it's never too late to find love at any age. The tension between Reese and Monty was so good. I still remember the elevator scene and the gym scene. The tension in those scenes. In the audiobook, I highly recommend the audiobook. 1,000,000% yes. Sworn in Deceit by Victoria Loom. This is an enforced marriage romance between Elias and Lana. Elias is the family friend, and something happens where Elias forces Lana to marry him, and secretly he is trying to take down an criminal organization, and he's also secretly getting revenge on Lana. When Elias falls in love with her, he knows that what she did in the past she didn't intentionally mean to do, and Elias has to figure out what's more important to him, the revenge against this criminal society or the woman he loves. This book is definitely worth your time. No Place Like You by Jillian Meadows, book 2 in the Oak Sister series, and this is a fake dating romance between former childhood best friends that had a falling out in high school because of reasons. Theo and Fable were adorable. Fable is still trying to figure out what she wants to do in life. She inherited her grandfather's house and she's trying to fix it up herself. And Theo is trying to be the boss of his current vet practice because his boss is retiring and trying to figure out who he wants to leave the business to. He doesn't think Theo is in the running because he thinks he doesn't have roots in town, but there's this rumor going around that Theo and Fable are dating because of a situation that happened when everybody saw a picture of them together. So Theo decides to convince Fable to fake date him so he can get this veterinarian practice job, and he will help Fable fix up her grandfather's house. I still loved the first book in the series better, but this book is definitely worth your time. For the exhale, Ivy, who has something really traumatic happen to her in her senior year of high school. She was essayed, and when she tries to tell her mother doesn't give her a chance to tell her. Nobody does. Nobody tries to listen to her, even when she tries to tell people what happened to her. That causes her to go in on herself and not really talk to people. Or that happened in the epilogue. Fast forward, she's in college, she's in this public speaking class, and her life changes when she meets a football player, and she just finds someone who who can see that she's hurting when people in her life believe the mask she's trying to portray, and they form a friendship, and she finally has someone in her corner with the hero, but she's still going through what she's going through. You see her slowly start to unravel and hit rock bottom, and through that, the hero is just there for her, and when she's finally ready to reveal her truth to the hero, he believes her when nobody else did. I, I think this story is worth your time reading. If you like the story, Dear Ava, I think you will like this book. It's Honeysuckle Lane. This is the second chance at a first chance with two best friends who are best friends from childhood. Hero Hendrickson gets a girl pregnant and is about to become a father. Before that happened, the heroine was going to finally admit her feelings to Henderson, but before she can admit her feeling, Henderson tells her what happened, and the heroine completely leaves town and never comes back for 6 years. She leaves to Australia, and she comes back 6 years later as the new teacher to Henderson's son. This book was completely frustrating for me. 80% of this book is like back and forth with flashbacks from the time they were 6 years old. You know why they're having problems because she ghosted him and she never responded to his text messages, but you know that she never got the text messages somehow, and I could have forgiven that if his baby mama had something to do with it, but why they never got the text messages are really frustrating because he was still messaging her old number and she got a new number. That's why she never replied to his text messages, and that really irked me. And when they moved into the romance part in their relationship at 70%, I was just really annoyed with the first half to even like their romance. Also, another gripe for me was it's a single dad romance, and Story is Henderson's kid's new teacher, but Henderson's son, like Kendrick's son, was really off the page. You only see him in certain scenes, and I wanted more scenes with his son because I loved his son throughout the previous books in the series. I thought we would get more of him in this book. The only bright spot for me was the scenes with the little boy. I just wish we got more scenes with the little boy. I don't think this book is worth your time, but I really do think the series is worth your time, but this book was my least favorite. Those are all my thoughts on the new releases of romance, and if they're worth your time or not. Please let me know if you have read any of these books or if you plan to. I would love to know. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. That would mean the world to me, and I'll see you Wednesday. Bye.